It's the beginning of a new school year, and you're handing out forms, you're assigning instruments, you're going over classroom procedures and all the things that you need to do, but doesn't really relate to the sound of your orchestra. Eventually, the instruments come out of the cases and the bows meet the strings, and some of the students, it's been a while, and oh my goodness, what happened? Orchestra teachers have the tendency to remember what their orchestra sounded like in the spring, and they're hit with this beginning of the year sound. And sometimes we forget that it took months of teaching to be able to develop that sound, and they think, oh no, this is a complete disaster. Well, just relax and calm down and just get to teaching. But it's so much, there's so much to fix. What are you gonna fix first? You've got all this stuff going on. Where do you even start with your teaching? If you've watched season 3, episode 4, and I've explained it well enough, you probably have an idea about how I grade a playing assessment. I have my students record their assessment, I listen to it, and I use a rubric to score it. What I started doing differently this time around is rather than just putting the composite grade in the gradebook, I started recording each individual category for the student in a spreadsheet. And once I had enough data, I used some of the statistical features in my spreadsheet software to help make some correlations. Are students improving? Which domains are they improving the most? Where do they need more support? And what do I need to change in my teaching? What was interesting to me is that the strongest correlation was between the composite or total score category and the tone category. These two were highly related to one another. So according to the data I collected, students who play with better tone do better in the other 9 categories as well. After the next evaluation, I collected more data, I ran the same statistical analysis, and guess what? I got the same exact result. Tone and the composite or total categories were highly correlated. So what's the next step? Well, the sample was only from my orchestra, and now what I'd like to do is collect data from other schools and other orchestras. And if you'd like to contribute to this research, please email me at teachingorchestra@gmail.com, and I'll give you a copy of my rubric, and you can even do a baseline assessment, measure again in 2 to 4 weeks, and then send the data to me for review. But for right now, for my students, when figuring out where to start first, tone seems to be the best answer. In the next episode, I'm going to give you some tricks that I use in my classroom to help optimize technique for tone. So I hope to see you in the next one.